Hey guys, welcome back to GoneWithTheWhisk. A lot of you wanted to see my flea market booth that I mentioned a few times, so here it is. It's a really small booth. It's just a 4 foot by 1 foot, foot and a half. But here you can see all of my stickers that I unboxed in that Temu video a while back. Here I'm just tidying stuff up. This pot belongs to somebody else. I'm moving it aside. It's just straightening up some things, putting them back over. Here are all I think I have 1,000 stickers in my booth right now for sale. I do sell a lot. Sorry, I do sell a lot of these. All for $1 a piece. Mainly, I sell them on the weekends. There's more, kids and teenagers hanging out. But here is my booth. Since I mainly sell stickers, I'm thinking about redoing part of my booth to include more stickers and similar items. Just kind of playing around with the idea. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, here is a commercial about the flea market, and then y'all can come walk around the shop with me.
If you're looking for treasure on a budget, you're in luck. Come on down to Frog's Flea Market, open between the hours of 10:30 and 5:30 from Tuesday to Saturday. From clothing to furniture to collectibles and old finds from the past, Frog's has it covered. Our vendors carry a wide variety of items and are always adding more inventory every day. Browse our selection and discover great quality, second-hand clothing, jewelry, as well as name brands and cookware, including Pioneer Woman, Pyrex, and Corel. We even have comic books, trading cards, and video games. With a shop this varied, you're sure to find something for everyone in the family. So, make a trip down to Frog's Flea Market and let your inner thrifter run wild. Located at 2625 North 7th Street in the Westgate Shopping Center.
So I actually used to work at this flea market back in college. I worked there from like 2013, back when it was this old location. The original owner had like several locations of this flea market. It was 2 in West Monroe, 3 in West Monroe at one point, 1 in Bernice, Louisiana, and there was a furniture store also. And I kind of bounced around between all of them. And then during that time, I had a booth, and then I expanded into having several booths, and then I had booths at several different flea markets. I think at one point I had a booth at this flea market, the Eccentric Flea Market, Wayne's World Flea Market, Taylor's Treasures, the Happy Hippie, Frogs in Bernice, Frogs Furniture, Frogs Balcomville, the Old Frogs that shut down, and maybe even somewhere else too. But I think around 2017 is when I finally stopped with the flea market gang. I stopped working here in 2015, and then in 2017 I was working full time and just did not have any time to really devote to working a booth. So I wound up quitting the booth for a while. But last summer, I decided I had so much stuff in my house that most of it was just boxed up, and most of that was things that I collected while working at the flea markets or working booths that I just thought I really wanted and had to have, and I've just been carrying it around from house to house for the last decade, and I just need to declutter. So I wound up getting a booth again. There was actually a wait list. It was like 80 something people long, and they weren't actually taking names. But I know some people. I know the new owner and the employees who worked there or still worked there back when I worked there, so I just kind of had a nice in, and I got to skip the waiting list. So eventually, I think I want to either get a bigger booth so I can do some furniture for sale. But for right now, have my 4-foot booth, and I'm thinking about taking out that top shelf and adding like it's got a pegboard behind this, maybe some hooks, or maybe a big chicken wire back or something to hang, like baggies of sticker packs, and then maybe like some enamel pins and stuff like that. Just gotta play around with ideas to see what direction I want to go in. But every time I go here, there's always something new, something different to find. I love old vintage kitchenwares. And this room right here is all by one vendor, and she always has great stuff. I told myself when I started back, because I was decluttering, trying to get rid of stuff, not bring in a whole bunch of new stuff, that I was only allowed to buy things if it fit, if I was like going looking specifically for something, or if it fit in with my Royal memorabilia collection. And I mean, this is, Louisiana. How much of that could you possibly find, right? It turns out kind of a lot. I think I've found, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 8 different pieces by glancing around at different booths accidentally. So it kind of backfired on me. But I'm not buying every single thing I see just because it's shiny and old. So I've at least stuck to that. Yeah, each booth looks completely different. Some look like a garage sale threw up in them. Some look like they belong in a boutique thrift store, or a boutique like vintage market. It's just a whole mix of things. Some are mainly clothes, some are glassware, some are records. Others, like mine, are stickers and vintage items. It's just a huge mix of different things. And there's some items that are brand new and some that are, old and vintage. Some stuff's handmade. It's just, you never know what you will find in stores like this. I do love looking at this booth. Theirs is always really pretty. And actually, that framed picture right here, I'm probably about to zoom in on, is something. Oh, I've looked it up before. And it's a coat of arms of someone. She was the first woman to be, I think she received a dukedom kind of by accident. I've taught myself how to buy and get a few times. But, and this is the other vendor who sells stickers. I think mine are better. But thanks for watching. See you next time.